Welcome to Poul'sKitchen. Thank you for joining me. Sorry we've been delayed a little bit. If you notice something, my eyes changed quite drastically. I'm wearing contacts now. By the way, don't run from Olympus. I'm just saying. So today we're going to be making some butter garlic pasta. So the most important part here is really the butter. And we got a nice thing of butter. We got 4 butter sticks. So what we're going to be doing is first we're going to cook our egg noodles. We're using egg noodles. They're a little lighter, a little bit easier. We're going to dip them in here. And why I have this, I don't know. Egg noodles. 2 containers of them. In here, we're going to be boiling some carrots. So Amy's going to come in here a little bit. We've got some parsley, carrots, mushrooms, garlic, and these are shallots. Then we also have over here some green peppers. Green peppers give nice texture, and just because Amy demands it, I mean, she'll beat me up if I don't, so I'm gonna have to. And I'm kidding, she won't beat up anybody. Then we've got some, from Sobeys, some pork sausages, and they're Italian style, hot Italian style. So what we're gonna do here, I don't know that I need to show you cooking, but I'm gonna show you the basic things there. We're gonna start the noodles, we're gonna start the carrots, and then what's gonna happen, Amy's going to start frying the sausages, and when we cook the sausages, we fry them up. What we do is we start breaking them down, cutting them as we cook them, makes them go a little bit faster, and when they're all done, we're going to come back and I'm going to start showing you how to finalize everything. So we'll be back in a little bit. So in the meantime, stay healthy. We love you. I really miss you guys. Finally getting things back on track. Love my eyes. No glasses. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so this is Chef Paul back again. We're still working away here. So before I go too much further, I just want to talk about a few ingredients. Number 1, this is a Vietnamese hot sauce. It's extremely good. I'm going to start putting that in with the pork in a minute. These are 2 green peppers, and green peppers have a nice texture to them, nice taste. Excellent for anybody. These are shallots, so it's a whole package. They're great. They taste amazing. And then these are 3 whole cloves of garlic. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And these are mushrooms. It doesn't really matter what type of mushrooms you use. You can use anything you want. They just should be mushrooms, shouldn't be from a can. They're great. And this is parsley. I'm not used to cooking with parsley this way, but we're going to put this on the top. A little bit of a garnish. These egg noodles Amy and I got, they're cheaper. Ran a cup in. I don't know if any of my American friends will have this or not, but these are absolutely amazing. They're low carb, they taste great. And by the way, this is Chef Amy.
Hi.
You know what? Amy is an amazing cook. She just needs a little bit of encouragement to be told that she is. So we'll be back in a little bit. Welcome back. So we're ready to go again. Now, Sophie says Bertolli. Probably not saying it right. Whatever. This is amazing, amazing stuff. Today we're trying rich. Amy really likes this. I really like this. It gives it a nice flavor to what you're cooking. Now, because of what we're doing here, we need to be putting a lot of oil in. But don't worry, everything's going to mix well. So, the video I watched, I learned to use the word gloves. Not necessarily my favorite term of endearment when I'm dealing with Italian food. Now, I'm not a big fan of Italian food, but Amy is. One of Amy's favorite things that she likes to eat is Italian. Stanley, we love you, but get out of my kitchen. So, Amy, can you get a glance in there and show everybody what kind of oil we have in the bottom of the wall? Quite a bit. So we're just going to dump this in here, and we're going to let this start cooking up until we start seeing some more color to it. Alright, now we've got the rapid boil. Do I move that?
7 minutes.
7 minutes? So, okay, cool. So we're not going to start off going crazy here. We're just going to put the shallots and the garlic in. And we're going to let this cook until things start to get a little bit more color to it. It's not going to be in there for too long, but one of the reasons we do this is the shallot and the garlic is going to give the oil an infused taste. So that's a very important part. Now here comes the other important part. Butter. Now, I know what you're saying. Butter isn't really necessarily the most healthiest thing in the world, and yeah, you'd be right. But now, you want to see our goofball cat who just got done playing, otherwise we're too late. Anyways, butter is better than margarine. It's more natural. It'll give it a much better taste and texture to it. So we're going to dump this in here. Now, I've seen some people use heavy cream, whipping cream. It's all the same thing. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not making a soup. I don't think Amy would like that too terribly much. And to be honest with you, when you're making it that creamy, I don't know that, I really don't know to tell you that it would actually taste right. And this is an Italian dish. So, you know, butter it is. Yes, I'm doing some things that aren't typical. I'm loading up with vegetables. I'm diabetic. Amy's kind of borderline. We don't know for sure quite yet. We're waiting on the doctors. But either which way, and you could be the healthiest person in the world, and this will still apply to you. The more vegetables you can put in something, the better it is. We have a lot of rich ingredients in here. The oil, the butter, and pasta, by all means, isn't necessarily the greatest thing in the world for you either. It is what it is. So having some extra vegetables in there won't kill you. It will actually help you, and it makes it a little bit richer. And this is the question I want Amy to answer. Did you like spaghetti that was just pasta and sauce, or did you like it better when there was some meat, a lot more meat, and a lot more vegetables?
Meat and vegetables.
And you know why people are going to tell you that? People are going to tell you that because by giving it that extra level of flavor to it, it makes it more filling. I mean, you go out and you spend hours and hours and hours on making all this food and everything else, and all of a sudden your audience seems to devour it up and you've got nothing left. Meanwhile, you're kind of hoping to have another meal or two out of it. If you make things more filling, it will be much better. Alright, so butter's not done yet, but we're going to dump in the peppers. And we really seriously do not need to, to leave this stuff in here to overly cook. The carrots I did cook, I boiled them to make them a little softer, right? Mushrooms, those can go in last, simply because they're mushrooms. They'll cook out really quick, so we don't really need to do a whole lot there. Now, I've got some salt. Now, salt does not need to be in there for a long period of time. You don't need a lot of salt, is what I'm trying to say. Just a little bit of salt. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then the only other thing, pepper. We all like pepper. You know what? You can go to the dollar store and you can get the grind peppers. Just go and buy a grinder. They're not that expensive. You can get them for like $5 or $6 if you look around enough. Maybe $20 on the higher end. But they're great that way. Alright, so butter seems like everything's melting down. And yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, Paul, this kind of looks like a soup right now. Well, wait until we get the noodles in, then you'll see. Alright, so now we're just going to pour the mushrooms in. I've got a very lovely wife who will sit there and pay attention to what other people are doing, and she'll come up with these ideas like, hey, Paul, what do you think if we try this? Sometimes I'll get a little bit of a negative attitude, you know, that doesn't really sound too good, but I'll try it anyways just for her. And Lord behold, Amy comes up with some really wicked ideas that make me really happy. Gotta watch some things are still really hot. Add this in the thing of water. So we've got 1 more minute.
Yeah.
So we're gonna throw the meat back in here. Now, everybody's gonna have their own little opinion of what kind of meat. I've used chicken. Today we're using, because I want to keep this to be authentically Italian, I'm using Italian hot sausages. It's really good. Amy really likes the sausages a lot. So, you know what I mean? It's the last dish we had somebody come over and they tried it, and they really seemed to like it. Normally, I would throw the pasta right in there. This is a really, really large wok. It's a really, really large one. And the whole fact that we can't fill the wok with everything is a testament to how you know, how much food we cook. So what we're going to do here is we're just about done for now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take one of these, and we're going to prepare it as an actual meal so you can see it. Why? Because Amy has to start work soon, and I want my Amy to have a good meal. So we're going to show you what her meal is going to look like tonight. And all the while she'll be in working, oh, where the heck's that food? Paul, where's my food? And she really will. So we're going to let you go for now, and I'll be back when we're ready to start plating. Welcome back. So before we finish up here, I want to remind you to hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, join us in IRC. We'd love to. You go to our website, there is a chat upload on there. You can join us. You can talk to me virtually anytime. As long as I'm at my computer awake, I'll chat with you. So please help support me here. I'm really trying to make this go. I'm not doing this to make money, but I am trying to make it so that people can learn stuff, and the only way that's going to happen is if everybody knows who I am. So we're ready to plate up. So we're going to fill a little bit of this in here. I'm going to call this my meat sauce. That's a good portion, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Now, some people are going to tell you that you eat cheese on here. Last time I did this, we used cheese, and I could barely tell there was any cheese in it. It didn't really hold any effect to it, so I'm not going to waste my money on cheese this time. By all means, you want to use a nice cheese on this, by all means, do it. No problem. No one's going to shoot you for it. At least no one should. So, put a layer of noodles on here, and some of our pasta water I'm just going to dump on here. And then we're just going to take a little parsley. You don't need a whole lot. This is not a parsley dish. This is an Italian. I'm just going to break it up here. This gives it a little bit of color. Now when Amy's ready to eat tonight, all she's going to have to do is just basically throw it in the microwave, maybe reheat something on there, and she's gold. She's good to go. Or maybe I'll just be a jerk and eat it on her and make her do it herself.
No!
I could. So one last thing here. Stanley's been very diligently trying to get on camera today, so this is your 5 minutes of fame, buddy. So look at the camera and say hi. Look at mommy. Okay, I don't care right now. I just want pensions. This is Stanley. He's our 3-year-old Egyptian Mao. Really beautiful cat. Really, really very, very cuddly. So this is our butter garlic pasta. Now, I use egg noodles, you can use spaghetti noodles, you can use whatever you want. I don't think anybody's going to shoot you over your choice of noodles. But that's it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, and don't forget to add Amy or Christopher Woodworth to Facebook and tell us how much you love us. And if you want, bribe Amy with chocolate, she'll do anything you want. And I mean anything. Have a good day.